70 million children will be forever affected by what they've gone through with the pandemic, how things were handled when our country was locked down, the pandemic that they've endured. All of us will be. Now, Deidre and Jerry's 13-year-old daughter and Simone, Carrie's daughter, are just two of them. The good news is that help is here, and he has what I believe is the real beginnings of a roadmap to help families navigate out of the chaos and back into a healthy dynamic. My good friend and world-renowned psychiatrist, Dr. Charles Sophy, joins me today. His new book, Family Values, Reset Trust, Boundaries, and Connection with Your Child, does a deep dive into the issues so many parents face with their children, both pre- and post-pandemic, and gives tools to address the areas that need the most attention and gives guidance down a path that reconnects families to their values. Dr. Sophy, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Now, how much did this affect kids at all ages when they got isolated?
Significantly, just the very fact of the feeling of fear. Kids are scared, or we were all scared. There's a bug out there we could get. You can't breathe. You got to put this thing on your mouth. So anybody with anxiety issues, they got amplified. OCD started to, be emerging that may not have even emerged to that level of symptoms. So there's a huge amount of that. And the more anxiety people had, the more it spills into a mood disorder, and they're depressed. They have no treatment. They have nobody to help them, and they're stuck in their homes. And parents aren't equipped to deal with that. The parents are fearful and depressed. So it was just the blind leading the blind.
Mm-hmm. And Deidre, this got to the point where you were ready to leave, right? It just...
Absolutely.
You had all you could take.
Yes. It has definitely been really tough.
When you have a child that's been diagnosed with something even before all this, and then you don't have a teacher who's able to eyeball them during the day like they would in a school to be able to say their ADHD is out of control or they're not paying attention, it's up to you. While you're trying to work and cook and shop and parent and it's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. It's tough.
And nobody wanted this to happen, but you live with the aftermath about this. I mean, what's been your experience with this? What's the hardest thing that you guys are having to face in digging out of the pandemic?
Just on the laptop, I feel like I was teaching myself pretty much. Like, I had to go to get tutoring for help, and I already have anxiety, so with the COVID and just going out, I was a little scared. I missed interaction with college students, then had to stay inside, some anxiety worse. I mean, I'm better now, but I still miss social interactions with college students.
Right.
Yeah.
And things you took for granted before are harder now, right?
Yeah.
Things you used to do just naturally, it's kind of hard to get back into that at this point. A lot of us have found that, right? The thing that I love about your book, Family Values, is that you say this has to happen one family at a time, and there's got to be a plan.
Yes, because if you're going to rely on help in your community, charity begins at home. I talk about parenting beginning with you. If you're not a solid parent, you can't help your kid. You got to take over your house. You got to fix yourself. And nobody knows how to do it. So there's a simple book. It's not that hard. And then you at least get yourself grounded and you have a foundation and a structure to then build within and then maybe get outside help.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.